let's go and reach so high to the blue that goes on forever. Underneath this sky we share, we can travel anywhere. So bright the sun will shine. Love the journey, it's in my nature. Feels like I've been set free. This new adventure's calling out to me.
Ash, Zossie, and Lillie arrive at the Ultra Guardians' base at Aether Paradise, where the Akala trio greets them. Wick says she is assigning them to their first mission, while the others are on another. They recently discovered an Ultra Beast they are calling UB Muscle, causing trouble in an area near Koni City. And after examining the picture, Zossie identifies it as a Buzzwole. As a team, the Ultra Guardians head out to subdue the Ultra Beast. The group arrives near Koni City and comes face to face with Buzzwole.
Ultra Beast spotted, everyone! Deploy your Pokemon!
You got it, Commander! The group sends out their Pokemon, while Lillie prepares healing items in case things go south. Despite the combined efforts of all their Pokemon, Buzzwole's defenses are insane, and it's able to endure all the Ultra Guardians' attacks. Eventually, Lana comes to a realization that her and Kiawe's attacks combined could potentially knock Buzzwole off balance.
Kiawe, let's attack together. If we do, it might give us a better chance.
Sorry, Lana, but let me handle this. I know I can do it.
Due to their lack of teamwork, Buzzwole unleashes an attack that knocks them back, and it escapes. The group is annoyed, especially Kiawe, who comes up to Lana with an irritated look.
This is your fault. If you hadn't distracted me, I would have been able to overpower the Ultra Beast.
My fault? If you had just listened to me instead of being selfish and going off on your own, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Both of you stop it! I won't tolerate conflict between squad members!
Sorry, Commander. It won't happen again.
Yeah, sorry.
As the group deploys to Buzzwole's location, Mal looks on with a worried look. They once again corner Buzzwole again, and the same scenario happens again, with Buzzwole overpowering the group. Kiawe and Lana continue to argue, and it seems that despite making up with Lana, Kiawe's inferiority complex towards Lana still affects him. It looks like Buzzwole is about to escape once again, but in this moment, Mallow steps in.
Both of you stop! You both are arguing for no reason. You are friends, and super strong trainers, so stop arguing and work together. Kiawe, get over yourself. Lana, be mindful of Kiawe's feelings. You need to understand each other.
Kiawe and Lana take Mallow's words to heart and remember their goals. Lana to explore the sea, and Kiawe to become a Kala's kahuna. They then put their differences aside and finally work together. Zossie then throws a beast ball and Buzzwole is caught. The group then returns to Wick, and the mission is complete.
Hey, sorry about not listening to you earlier. Your strategy worked. I should have went with it from the start. My pride got to me.
I'm sorry too. I didn't consider your feelings. I promise that won't happen again. After all, we're friends, and friends need to be there for each other.
Kiawe and Lana may still have a long way to go before things get back to how they used to be, but their relationship is slowly improving, and I'm sure they will continue to make up. After all this time, Ash has finally returned to Seafolk Village in Pony Island to finish his island challenge. Zossie and Lillie have decided to accompany him, with Zossie wanting to learn more about Alola's customs. A girl then comes up to Ash and starts to paint a picture of him and Pikachu. She then introduces herself as Mina, and she's actually Pony's brand new trial captain. She tells them for a while Pony hasn't had any trial captains or a kahuna, so she's filling in for one of those roles. This works out perfectly for Ash, and Ash's first Pony Island trial begins. Mina's trial is to paint a picture that will impress the totem Pokemon. Poipole becomes intrigued by painting and decides to give Ash a hand in the trial. Alright Poipole, let's get to painting! Ash figures out exactly what he wants to paint. It takes him a while and a couple of canvases, and Zossie becomes intrigued by painting, as it's something the people of this universe like to engage in. Eventually, Ash decides that he wants to paint something that represents his Alola journey, and with Poipol's help, finally finishes his painting. It's a picture of him, Lillie, Kiawe, Burnett, and Zossie, to represent his Alolan family, and the bonds that he's made. Mina calls the painting gorgeous, despite it looking like something a 5-year-old made. However, Zossie is shocked by it. She asks Ash why she's on here. After all, she's not part of his universe, and therefore it doesn't make sense for her to be on a painting that represents Ash's time here in Alola. Zossie, what are you talking about? Of course you do. As long as you're here, you're part of the group. And we're friends.
Friends?
Yeah. Are you telling me you thought we weren't friends this whole time?
I merely...
Zossie, I've considered us friends since we met. Ash is right. You're part of the group. So of course you belong in the picture.
Zossie remembers her fellow Ultra Recon Squad members and thinks she feels the same way with Ash and Lillie as she did with them. A sense of warmth, of comfort. She's relieved that despite being trapped in a foreign universe to her own, she's found people that care about her, people that she can consider friends. However, a sudden commotion then occurs as a totem Pokemon makes its way to the scene. Totem Rabombi. Mina states that this totem Pokemon likes to have one-on-one clashes, so Ash sends in Pikachu when the battle begins. Rabombi is going for the offensive. They're quite fast and agile, but then again, so is Pikachu. It's a pure battle of speed, and whoever is faster will win. Eventually, Pikachu uses Quick Attack several times, and the Rabombi can't keep track of the Pokemon and becomes dizzy, which gives Ash a chance to use a Z-move. Alright Pikachu, we've been practicing this one, so let's ensure that practice hasn't gone to waste! Use Corkscrew Clash! The Z-move directly hits Rabombi, and due to it being super effective, knocks the totem Pokemon out. Ash has done it. He's cleared Pony Island's trial. Mina comes up to Ash, telling him that his painting and meaning in his battle was impressive, so he deserves his reward, a Farium Z. Ash now has one last task, to take on Pony's Kahuna. But there's a problem. How can he do that if Pony Island has no Kahuna? Ash and the others are making their way over to HAPU's house, hoping she can take up the Kahuna role due to her grandfather's passing, despite her technically not being a Kahuna. This is when someone runs in front of the group. Hal.
Whew, I finally found you.
Hey Hal, I didn't know you were on Pony Island too.
Well, of course I am. I am an island challenger too, after all.
So, you were looking for me?
Yeah, I think it's time for another battle.
It's like you read my mind! Ash and Hal finally have another battle, and first up is Sandslash and House Crabominable, a battle of the ice types in speed versus strength. Sandslash is agile, but Crabominable hits hard, and in the end, Sandslash gets tired from dodging attacks and takes a hit head-on, which knocks it out. Next up is Torracat, who using its fire type to its advantage is able to knock Crabominable out very quickly. Next up is Alolan Raichu. The two Pokemon seem to be equally matched, but Alolan Raichu is slightly faster and is gaining the upper hand. However, Torracat starts using Flame Charge to up its speed, which allows it to match Raichu's pace. In the end, the two knock each other out, resulting in a draw. Finally, the two send out Rowlet and Decidueye. Yes, Dartrix has evolved. The battle between the two finally begins. Despite being the fully evolved form, Decidueye seems to be equally matched with Rowlet, especially against its C-Bomb attack. Eventually, the two pull out their Z-moves, but this time House Crystal is different. That's not a Gracium Z.
Pretty cool, huh? We searched all over Alola for this, in order to become the strongest. Now let's not waste any more time!
Right! Rowlet, use Bloom Doom!
Decidueye, use Sinister Arrow Raid!
The two Z-moves clash, and in the end, Sinister Arrow Raid completely overpowers Bloom Doom, knocking Rowlet out. This is the second time Hal is beating Ash. Ash can see Rowlet is really disappointed. Hal leaves, promising Ash they will battle again. Ash goes up to Rowlet, who is clearly upset. Ash cheers Rowlet up, saying they'll get stronger together and beat Hal and Decidueye. The group has arrived at HAPU's place, and after explaining the situation to her, tells them she honestly has no idea what to do, and their best bet is to return to the Ruins of Hope and receive guidance from Tapu Fini. So they do just that. The group once again summons Tapu Fini, and Zossie gets to see an Island Guardian firsthand. But then something miraculous happens. Tapu Fini starts to circle around HAPU, and HAPU's Z-Ring starts to shine. HAPU and the others come to a realization that HAPU has been crowned Pony's next kahuna. HAPU begins to cry tears of joy, happy to continue on the legacy her grandfather started. She then turns to Ash and tells him they're going to have a battle right outside, telling him she wants him to be her first grand trial. Ash has actually never battled against HAPU before, so he's excited. However, HAPU only has one Pokemon, Mudsdale, so they have to have a one-on-one. Pikachu versus Mudsdale. The battle is intense as Pikachu has speed and agility while Mudsdale has their strength. Mudsdale's attacks hit hard, especially due to its type advantage. However, Pikachu is holding on, making use of Quick Attack and Iron Tail for his offense. The battle continues on and Lillie and Zossie watch from the sidelines.
Pikachu seems to be struggling. I hope they can win.
They will. I trust in their power.
You have so much trust in Ash. It's truly commendable.
Of course I do. He's strong. And he's always there for me and those he cares about. If anyone can win in a hopeless situation, it's him. I've seen that firsthand.
The battle continues, and the two Pokemon continue to exchange blows. HAPU activates her Z-Ring, and she uses Tectonic Rage. When the smoke clears, Pikachu is barely holding on, and it looks like things are over. I refuse for things to end like this. Not after we've come this far. If we win here, we'll have completed the Island Challenge. I can finally challenge Tapu Koko. I won't let things end here! Just then, Ash's Z-Ring begins to glow, and Ash's Electrium Z transforms once again. The others look in awe as Ash attaches it to his Z-Ring once again. Pikachu, it's time to turn things around! Let's beat HAPU and complete the Island Challenge! Use 10 million volt Thunderbolt! The Z-move directly hits Mudsdale, and despite it being a ground type, it's unable to withstand the overwhelming power of the Z-move and goes down. He's done it. Ash and Pikachu have completed the Island Challenge. HAPU comes up to Ash and gives him the Groundium Z, and Ash thanks HAPU for everything. It's finally time. He's conquered the Island Challenge, and he is now worthy to battle Tapu Koko. But first, he needs to help Zossie find her way home, and help with Alola's Ultra Beast problem. Lillie makes her way to a room inside Aether Paradise, where a certain person resides.
Mother.
Lillie, it's so good to see you. How are you, Ash and the Professor?
We're good. It's never a dull moment when I'm around them. What about you?
I'm getting better. I never knew how much I needed someone to talk to before all of this. It's nice having someone to vent to.
I'm glad. I heard you can return to work soon as well. That's great news.
Ah, yes, about that.
What is it?
I have decided once I get out of here, I'm going to leave Wick in charge for a while longer. After all, I've missed so much of your and Gladian's lives. I'd like to make up for lost time.
I would love that, Mom.
It looks like despite their hardships, Lillie and Lusamine are slowly mending their relationship together, and soon their family will be whole once again.